I was trapped in a cycle, lying to the person I loved, telling myself it was going to be the last time. But it never was. And when I finally confessed everything, I had no idea how the truth would tear us apart. Hey, my name's David Carter, and I'm 39 years old. I'm from a small town in Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh. Today's story, it's mine. It's about something I did, something I thought I could hide forever, something I thought didn't matter, but in the end, it destroyed the very thing I valued most. This isn't a redemption story. It's not a tale of me doing the right thing and everything being okay. It's messy, it's painful, and it's the reality of what happens when you don't face your demons head on. Before I dive in, I want to thank everyone who's supported me through this journey. If you're hearing this, please leave a comment. Your thoughts, your feedback, your support, it means everything to me. I'm not asking for sympathy, but I need you to know I'm here because of you. And yeah, I'll reply to all your comments, no delays. This all started back in 2018. It was just supposed to be a fun night out. My then girlfriend, Emily, and I were living together in a cozy apartment in the suburbs. I was 33, she was 32. We'd been together for over 2 years, and I thought we were good, happy, comfortable, everything seemed fine. But deep down, I was restless. I didn't know what I was looking for, but I didn't know how to stop myself. That night, I cheated for the first time. It was a simple thing, really. A conversation at the bar with a woman I had met earlier that night. At first, it was just flirting, nothing serious. But then we kissed. That kiss led to more, and just like that, I was someone I didn't recognize. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror that night. And when I got back to Emily, I felt the weight of my actions, but I didn't confess. Instead, I buried it. The thing is, the guilt never really went away. It didn't matter how much I tried to convince myself I was done with it. A month passed, then two. I cheated again. And again. It wasn't just physical. It was emotional. It became about validation, attention. I needed it. And Emily? She had no idea. By 2021, it had gotten worse. I had convinced myself it was just a phase, but I knew deep down that it wasn't. This was a full-blown addiction, an addiction to validation. Every time someone showed interest in me, every time I got that rush of attention, it was like a drug I couldn't stop taking. I knew what I was doing wasn't fair to Emily. She was loyal, loving, patient. She deserved better. But I was too deep in my own insecurities, too caught up in the feeling of being wanted, being desired. Each affair was a temporary high, but it never made me feel whole. And I still wasn't ready to come clean. In 2025, after years of secrecy and lies, I realized I couldn't do it anymore. The guilt was suffocating. It was eating me alive, and I knew I was just waiting for the day Emily would find out on her own. I couldn't bear the thought of her finding out that way. So, I did what I thought I never could. I told her everything. I sat her down one evening after dinner. The sun was setting, and the light in our living room was warm, almost peaceful. But everything felt heavy. I started talking. I told her about the first time, the last time, every time. I confessed everything. My hands were shaking as I spoke, and my voice cracked as the words spilled out. She listened silently, her face unreadable. When I finished, the silence between us was deafening. And then she spoke. The words she said will haunt me forever. I need time. I need space. I need boundaries. I can't just forgive you right now. I don't even know how I feel anymore. Her response shattered me. I thought, after all the years, all the lies, that she would just take me back. But it didn't work that way. She was angry. I could see it in her eyes, even though she tried to hide it. The trust was gone, and I didn't know if I could ever earn it back. That night, she told me she needed space. She packed a bag and stayed at her friend's place for a few days. And I stayed home, alone with my thoughts. The reality of what I'd done settled in. Emily was hurt, confused, betrayed. I had lost her, and now, I had to face the consequences of my actions. Over the next few weeks, I did something I should have done years ago. I sought professional help. I started therapy to figure out why I had been so addicted to validation, why I couldn't stop the cycle of cheating, and why I hadn't been honest with Emily sooner. I also started working on myself. I knew I couldn't ask for forgiveness unless I could change. I started reading books on self-worth, on addiction, on relationships. I spoke to people who had been through similar situations. And slowly, I began to understand that my actions weren't just mistakes. They were symptoms of deeper issues I had never dealt with. Emily and I started to talk more. She wasn't ready to forgive me, but we communicated about what had happened, how she felt, and what she needed from me. It wasn't easy. There were moments when I thought we were never going to make it. But we kept pushing forward, one painful conversation at a time. Months passed. I kept going to therapy, working on myself, showing Emily through my actions that I was serious about changing. But every day felt like a battle. I would never be able to undo the hurt I caused her. And I knew that even if she forgave me, things would never be the same. Eventually, Emily said she was willing to try. We started rebuilding, but the road was long. It wasn't a quick fix. It wasn't an "I'm sorry" and a fresh start. It was slow. It was painful, but it was real. What have I learned? That honesty is necessary, but it's not always enough. Apologies can't undo the damage done. And even if you're being honest, it doesn't mean the person you hurt is ready to forgive. Trust takes time to rebuild. Relationships don't heal overnight. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's that our actions have real consequences. And when you're stuck in a cycle of lies, it's not just you who suffers. It's everyone around you. I don't know what the future holds for Emily and me, but I know this. I'm going to keep fighting for her, for us, and for the person I want to become. So, let me ask you this. If you were Emily, could you ever forgive someone who hurt you like this? Do you think honesty alone can fix a broken relationship? Or is there more that needs to happen for healing to truly begin? I want to hear your thoughts. Comment below, and I'll reply to every single one, no delays. Your feedback is what keeps me going. Thanks for being here and listening to my story. I know it's not easy to hear, and I don't expect sympathy. But I hope it makes you think about your own relationships, your own actions, and how honesty, while necessary, isn't always the easy way out. If you're in a situation like this, know that you're not alone. Keep working on yourself and take responsibility for the mistakes you've made. And as always, thanks for your support. If you found this story helpful or relatable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.